So if you have an Xbox, there's no way you're flying a sim. You can practice, but it's not very good. I mean, you can fly like this to try and get the small motions, but it's dead. You can't do it. It's impossible. I mean, the main problem is you can't keep the throttle down, so it's impossible. But you need a sim. On Xbox, you can't get any remote to work. It's impossible. I've watched every video. I've tried every way. And I don't have a laptop. And if you don't have a laptop, then you can't really fly a sim unless you get one on Android. And I've tried 3, and there's one that feels decent. Some are fun, and you can learn on all of them. But there's only one that's really any good. So I'm gonna show you now. You need one of these OTG cable thingies. So like take the thick end, put it in that way. At least this works for me. Maybe for you, you don't need the OTG adapter, but I don't know. Anyway, so for me, I'm using Orca FPV Skydive or something like that. It's the best one. So just take this, obviously plug it in. Obviously you can calibrate the joysticks. And it's good, like the weight feels good, you can practice all your tricks. You know, you've got enough to do what you need to do, you know what I'm saying? You can go through these tiny little gaps over here. Hold on, I've got any sound here. Okay, yeah, here you go, here you go. See, for me right now, I'm trying to get the hang of backward flying. Trying to learn to do matty flips and shit like that. I mean, it doesn't feel like my actual quad. You can dial in the rates if you want to. And the other simulators for me, the weight just feels a bit messed up, like it doesn't really... Got some other cool maps as well, like back to main menu, fly. I don't really like the valley, but the construction arena, that's fun. And you got race mode, so you can go through gates and things like this. Lots of fun stuff to fly around. This one here, yeah. This one's good to practice try and practice your little matties and stuff if you're working on that. Yeah, it's good. Like, I couldn't really talk while I was playing because I was focusing too much. But the game's good, man. It's got good settings. You can dial up the settings if your phone's powerful. You know, try and keep it at 60 frames so it feels smoother. We've only got 3 maps, so that's kind of boring. Got little tubes and stuff you can go through, and Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've heard that there's another good game. Is it Free Rider? You might have played that. I don't know. I played it before I had a controller I could use. Before I had only the beta FPV remote, and you couldn't even hook that up to an Android. It was terrible. So I was just flying this tiny little beta FPV whoop. It was rubbish. Like, it was good for what it was. It was good to fly around the house, but outside in wind, it had brush motors, so it sucked. And I tried playing a sim DRL on the Xbox as much as I could, just to try and get the feel of it, because you need stick time at the end of the day. I've played the other FPV sim, what's it called? I don't know. Feel FPV or something, like Feel FPV. I don't know. I don't know about all that, but the quad feels way too floaty in that game. Like, I've tried playing with the weight settings and things, and it's fun enough, but I come back to this one with its crappy little free maps just because I feel like it translates better to when I'm actually out there flying. Nothing translates completely, but you know. So this is good. This is good. So yeah, what I'm really trying to say, like, you gotta use a simulator, but if you don't have a laptop, just use a mobile. If you gotta go somewhere, use a mobile. But do it all the time. And like, it taught me one thing, like, flying with the same rates is probably very important, but all these sims feel different, so fly whichever one you want, play around with the rates, do whatever, man. It's not going to feel like flying a quad properly, but it has helped me for sure, as you probably know, because everyone says it helps. But yeah, if you want to fly like this dude here, get a sim in it, get a sim.